Hello to the one person here. What's up, Beardus Maximus? I like that. That's good. Oh, Steve was here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but what's going on, my friend Paul? Might be just me and you. We'll see. Oh yeah, Steve's here. Todd's here. See, YouTube doesn't know. YouTube, like literally, it's not that hard of information. YouTube to know how many people are watching, and then put it there. Clearly, there are more people watching than YouTube thinks are watching, which is not a thing that it should not know. Oh, because Todd's here, and Steve's here, and Paul's here, at least. And Gretchen's here too. Trying to get a guitar done. Third cedar body, all have rot inside when I route them. Well, don't use rotten cedar to make guitars. Idiot. McGill's here too. See, YouTube doesn't know. How was the market? Well, let me tell you, the market was a thing that happened. It certainly was a thing that happened. Gretchen almost went to sleep. No, don't do that. This is excitement. This is worth staying up for. That doesn't sound good. It's a thing that happened. Were you able to sell or lease your soul at the market? No, I wasn't able to sell or lease just about anything. Sold out of bowls. That's right. All the bowls sold. It's you win some and you lose some, and yep, it's a thing that happened. Let's do real quick. Get it out of the way. Everybody ready? Everybody ready for everyone's favorite segment of the show? Woo! Woo-doo-doo! Mike's never had this food before. Well, let's get it out of the way early, because I am thirsty and we got another beverage. It's not really a thirst quenching beverage though. But today's Mike's never had this food before. We're going with the Milk to Go Sport Pro high protein milkshake in a bottle, pre-made milkshake protein deal. 38 grams of protein, preservative free, chocolate version, the chocolate edition. No sugar added, no artificial colors or flavors. Milkshake protein milkshake from Milk to Go. Dunno. No idea. Let's give it a go. I would probably shake it. Probably got to shake it first. Made with fresh Canadian milk. It was fresh when they made it. Here we go. Milk to Go Sport Pro High Protein Shake. That's boring. Nothing too much to say about the excitement level there. Tastes like a chocolate milk, like not a great chocolate milk. It's not delicious. It's not. It'll probably get a solid meh. It I don't know. Is 38 grams of protein a lot? Sounds like a lot, but it's fine. It's fine. 18 grams of 18 grams of carbohydrates. It's yeah, it's fine. It's not very milkshakey. It tastes like a boring chocolate milk, like not a high quality chocolate milk. But it's got some bonus protein in it, I guess. 5. It's a perfectly meh chocolate milk with some bonus protein. Not a would buy again. Not getting a thumbs up on the would buy again scale. I don't even know. Is somebody tell me, is 38 grams of protein a lot of protein? Like what's like a steak? Like a normal person size steak, not a Paul Waldrop size steak, but like a 12-ounce steak. Is like normal size. 16-ish grams of protein in a steak. Okay, so 38 grams. It's like 2 steaks worth of protein. Okay. It doesn't taste awesome though. Like it's pretty. Yeah, it's fine. I loved Hershey's chocolate powder as a kid. I did like the Hershey's Quick with the rabbit. That was pretty good stuff. That's a perfectly meh. Don't get it if you want a good chocolate milk. If you want to just inject yourself with 38 grams of protein, there's probably grosser ways to do that. Nestle is quick. You're right. Boo. Boo. Don't buy that. I can't say buy this either. There's milk to go. Perfectly meh. It's got a lingering thickness, like it in the back of your throat, like it feels like phlegm now, but it's not. It's like whatever's in this is coating the back of your in a somewhat unpleasant way. Like I wish I had something to chase this with to get rid of that. So I'm gonna have to, it's going down in rating. It's no longer a 5 because of this situation that's happening after. Got to go down to a 4. It's just below meh at this point. It's not delicious, and it gives you a little sort of phlegmy coating of unpleasantness afterwards. But probably the best way to get 38 grams of protein into you in like 40 seconds and have it taste like a somewhat chalky, salted, like an unpleasant, maybe, what's the commercial? A perfectly good way to get 38 grams of protein into you quickly in a somewhat unpleasant way. And that has been this edition. Guess I'm not getting sponsored by Milk to Go. That's been this episode of Mike's Never Had This Food Before. And now I don't have another beverage, and I wish I did. Plenty of other sponsors. Yeah, they're knocking down the doors. Brent. It's a formidable taste. And 60% of the time it works every time. Literally, the only other beverage I have is this bottle of spiced Coca-Cola that I bought by accident that's been kicking around the shop that I can't even give away to people. Like Mikey B came over and I was like, "Do you want this?" And he was like, "No." I got a vegan rep. Not a good. I was too nice to it, actually. It's hanging on. The unpleasantness is hanging around and growing even. I've got a vegan raspberry vitamin shot that tastes like badly flavored children's medicine. That sounds great. I would try that. That would make an excellent Mike's Never Had This Food Before. You need to chase it with a liter of water. I should chase it with something. I'll be back in a sec. That's oh. Yeah. Going with the Great Value Natural Spring Water. Oh, somebody paid me. Misanthropic magnate. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate that. Have you had workout shakes before? No, I did. I had a protein powder stuff back like when I was an athlete. So like 140 years ago. Yeah, it did. You know what? You're right. It did have that sort of like sliminess to it. That sort of slimy phlegminess. You're right. Maybe it's like the protein. It's whey protein concentrate. Whey protein concentrate is what they're using. Oh, and milk protein concentrate. There's two kinds of protein concentrate. That's nope. I'm gonna chase that with some peanut butter pretzels. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh, this is brand new. That's a brand new peanut butter pretzel. Man, I've got to say, with your drinking journey, I appreciate the realism. Well, it's real. I'm struggling severely as well, and a maintenance director. I'm going to try to quit again on New Year's. You do you, my friend. I'm not, I'll never be like a preachy, boo, nobody should drink kind of non-drinker. Because some people, not everybody can do. And not everybody can do responsibly. And I got to the point where I needed it to go away. And, you know, everybody, we're all on our own journey in this world. No judgment in any direction. Unless, well, you know, there are things that I will judge people for. But whether or not they drink alcohol is not going to be one of them. I thought whey was from milk. I don't know. Why would it be? Why would they be milk protein and whey protein then? Isn't whey the stuff that the chaff that comes off like some kind of grain? A friend says never quit, stop, in case you have that quit attitude about challenges. Well, stopping is quitting. I don't split hairs about stuff like that. Drinking is fun and awesome. Yeah, it's true. I just can't stop it when I need to, and I'm glad you understand. Yeah. That was my problem when I started drinking. I would drink until there was nothing to drink. They have almond milk, soy milk, coconut milk, and they put them on the milk aisle. They sit there and make my real milk feel sad about itself. Your real milk should feel better about itself beside all those other non-milks. Your real milk should feel superior. The real milk, beside all of the other milks, should feel like Usain Bolt at a high school track meet. Whey is the liquid remaining after milk has been curdled and strained. It is a byproduct of the manufacturing of cheese. Oh, okay. What's the stuff that comes off the outside of grains then? Isn't that also a whey? Or is that grits? I wish I worked out. Temptation to buy a bicycle and try that. Looking at the Specialized Cirrus X 3.0 gravel bike. It's pretty hoity-toity sounding bike. Chuff. What'd you just call me? Call me Chuff. You're Chuff. Raining hard in Cowichan Bay. We were raining pretty good earlier. It got windy. My back hurts from doing the door for people all day so that the door didn't take them out into the parking lot. I was on door duty. Because if you're holding onto the handle on that door down at Crow's Nest and the wind takes it, it's going to pull you and throw you across the parking lot. So I was like, I had to sort of do guard duty on the door, and like my back hurts. When processed, grain can produce a variety of things, including flour, meal, grits, starch, bran, germ, and even biofuels. Hey, grits are at the top of that list. I subscribe. Pokesly AZ. I subscribe because of the Sober for a Month video. Well, I just passed 4. You're preparing for your post-YouTube career as a greeter at Walmart. Maybe. They don't even do the door. They just like say hi on your way in. That'd be way easier. I should do that. I should do that. That sounds way easier. Are you a full-time carpenter or is this a hobby? It's in neither. And I'm not a full-time anything. I have a lot of things I do that all contribute to the income that I garner. I have numerous sources of income and things. I'm not a full-time anything. I rarely go to Walmart. I don't let stores that almost force self-checkout on you. I understand the sentiment that people have about self-checkout. I prefer it. I honestly, I prefer to just go beep, beep, beep myself out of a store. Unless, like, well, it's pretty rare. I was going to say, unless I'm doing like a big, major grocery shop. But I don't even really do those anymore. Like, you just grab like a couple days worth of food at a time. Grab what you need. Stop by again tomorrow. Get what you need. We don't do like big, I'm not like Costco that's in the next town down. What do I have? Oh, that's just gray. I was like, I got something in my mustache. Nope, it's just gray. Even Costco, like, it's close enough that I can go often enough that I don't need to do the big load. I can just go and get pretzels and leave. No one smiles at Walmart. It's because they're sad. Never see anybody happy in the health food aisle either. All the people in the health food aisle, they all look like they hate their lives. Like they're just really, they look miserable. Good evening, sir. How's the weekend? Is it weekend? I guess it is. It's Saturday. It's okay. Have you lost any pounds? I don't know. The last time I weighed myself. I've been losing weight pretty consistently for a few years. I'm much lighter than I used to be. But like in terms of since I stopped drinking, it doesn't seem like I accelerated the pace of losing weight or anything. Like I need some pretzels now. The peanut butter Kirkland pretzel bites was one of the first few Mike's Never Had This Food Before's. Recommendation by, I believe, Sean at Y Travel, I think, was the recommendation for these. It's still the highest scoring Mike's Never Had This Food Before. These things are great. Never been sad at the local butcher shop. It's true. Until you got to pull your wallet out. Sometimes that hurts a little bit. Like, oh, like 3 steaks or whatever. And you're like, $70. Damn. Too many peanut butter pretzels? No, this is just the right amount. Drinking lots of water and fasting, I'm down to 175. Like I said, I don't even know the last time I stepped on a scale. The right amount for this week? If I'm lucky. This is the last time I went. Oh, this is going to be bad. The last time I went, I bought 4. I think this is the last of those. And it was, yeah, maybe 1 a week. Might have been a month ago. Might have only been 3 weeks ago. Yeah. No, it's Thursday. It wasn't. It was not. That's lies. It's been at least 2 weeks. At least, it's been at least 3 weeks. So by the time this is done, maybe 1 a week is where I'm at in terms of the peanut butter pretzel jug. It was November 27th. No. Was it? It wouldn't surprise me because I may have sent him a picture of the cart. It's entirely possible that he knows the actual date. November 27th. So that's 3 weeks. It's the 14th. That's almost 3 weeks. 2.5 weeks. And I've just started the 4th one. So I did 3 in 2.5 weeks. So that I'm about, it's about right. About just over 1 a week. Nanku. Just want to swing by and say you are a cool dude doing cool stuff. Thanks, my friend. I don't know too many people that would consider me a cool dude, but I appreciate it. So wooden things and stuff, and guys, does anyone use a table on their drill press? Yeah, new one has a huge table, and I'm wondering if it's worth building a table/fence system for it. I put a supplementary, my drill press isn't in my shop currently, but I just do a little piece of plywood with some little cleats on it to make a bigger table. And then it allows me to be able to, like, I don't do the whole like fence rigging system, but when I need a fence, that table allows me to just like clamp a board to it, to the table, so that I have a fence for doing like repeatable distance from the but yeah, I don't know. I would probably enjoy like one of those fancy pants fence systems, but I think just a decent table that you can clamp something to act as a fence is probably. But yeah, the little mini table that comes on most drill presses, I don't find to be big enough. I do want a little bit extra support. How many calories per container? Well, it's not going to be by container. It's going to be by per 14 pieces. The serving is 14 of them, and it's 240 calories per 14. Can you show us your favorite tool? No, because that's an impossible question to answer. My favorite tool is the one that does the job that I need to do right then. Still haven't put everything back. No, shut up. I still haven't put everything back. It's getting closer. I got most of the rest of the cabinets, actually all the rest of the cabinets are back up. I made 2 tables this week. This week was pretty productive. I went and got a bunch more stuff from my parents' house, put a bunch more cabinets up on the wall. And then I started making the stands for the jointer planer situation over there. And then those kind of got out of control because I was just going to like buck up some old crappy 2x4s and just be like, oh, they're just temporary little stands for the stuff. But then I started firing it through the planer, and then I got them cut to length and they sized and stuff, and I was like, they'd look better if the legs just had a little taper. Just a quick little taper on the legs. Let's do that. And then the quick little taper on the legs turned into like, let's cut a little arch in the stretchers. And so in the thumbnail of the show, they're up here. These are the stands. They're gonna be going over here with my planer jointer on them. The tops, and then of course you gotta like, you cut the plywood tops and then you gotta do the edge banding around the because that's just, it's what I do. Things get out of control. So weight of 14 and then the weight of the container. I'm not weighing pretzels. Pocket holes to hold the planer. Oh yeah. There'll be lots of strength in those joints, my friend. There's two pocket screws per joint, 2.5 inch bad boys. And with glue, there's lots of strength there. It's wrote on the container. Did you just say it's wrote on the container? Oh, 50 grams. Okay, hold on. 50 grams per 14 pieces. And it is 1.56. Mr. Math Guy wants all the numbers. Okay. So per 50 grams of pretzel is 240 calories. And there are 1.56 kilograms worth of pretzels in the thing. So how long did the train take to get from Pittsburgh? To meet up with the train that is leaving Buffalo or whatever. I used pocket hole screws to build the framing together when I built my office in the house. Yeah. They're plenty strong. You guys are giving me different numbers. 7,500 calories. Misanthropic Magnates is 15,600. The oncoming train was traveling at a rate of, there's a bajillion or so calories worth of pretzels in 4 of these. They're delicious and I like them. I commend our sobriety. I used to drink heavily and found out that if you can stay sober for a year, you got to beat. Oh, that's good. I like that. I'm on 4 month. I'm into month 5. There are approximately 1.56 kilograms worth of calories. And you don't need to worry about calories when you're eating something delicious. It's not what it's about. Don't worry about calories. Nah. How many calories were in my not very good milk thing? 230 calories in this thing. Let's see. 240 calories in 14 of these. 230 calories in one of these. I'll take 14 of these over one of these every time. Roughly 3 days of calories per jug of pretzels. So in order for me to only eat these and survive, I need to eat one every 3 days. I can eat 2.25 jugs a week and nothing else. You don't get to tell me what I can and cannot eat. Okay? Found out that you can use your old whiskey cabinet for a toilet paper cabinet. That's the old whiskey cabinet right over there. And the reason it's right over there is because it's going beside what's gonna end up being my little kitchenette area. And I think it's gonna become a spice cabinet. I'm gonna put all my spices and seasonings and stuff in there. And my pretzels, maybe. I don't think the pretzels will go in there. Oh, what? Oh, it only almost closes. Maybe sideways? No, it's square. The pretzels only almost go in. It closes enough for YouTube. That's true. It's true. The magnet doesn't click though. Like it doesn't. Well, the magnet doesn't really click anyway, but. It'll be my spices. So it'll be seasoning salt or seasoned salt, some salt, pepper. Well, those might just live out. Some garlic powder, some cayenne, some chili powder, a little bit of rosemary. Don't use it a ton. It's probably, I can get by with just that. Oh, gotta change to live chat. Live chat. Lemon pepper? No, not for me. I mean, maybe if I did more fish, that's really the only time I would use a lemon pepper, I think. But no. Ask the pretzel makers to change the size of the container. I will call up Kirkland. Oh, Kirkland doesn't make anything. Who makes this on behalf of Kirkland? Don't know. Doesn't say. Don't they have to say who makes it for Kirkland? Because Kirkland ain't making these. Like Kirkland doesn't make vodka. But there's Kirkland vodka. Don't they have to say like who actually makes it for them? Somebody talking about plans. Fearsome's got plans for stuff. You know who else has plans for stuff? Matthias Wandel has plans. Lemon pepper with cod is all I use it for. Yeah, I was going to say like some white fish. Not even pink fish, just like white fishes be the only place I would use lemon pepper. And I would rather do it a different way anyway. I don't think so. It's called white labeling. I thought you had to say who makes it on behalf of. Whatever. H.K. Anderson's pretzel bites. Ooh, H.K. Anderson. Everybody knows that H.K. Anderson is the best at making pretzel bites. That's Misanthropic Matinee, another $1. Didn't you just pay me just a little while ago? You know, you're not gonna have to keep throwing money at me. I appreciate people throwing money at me, but Sean McGill's doing research. He's like, I had to dig around to find out who makes the pretzels. Do I like soft pretzels? Yeah. I mean, it's like salty bread is just good in general, right? Like, we don't see a lot of soft pretzels up here in Canada, though. I think soft pretzels are mainly a US thing. I don't think they have to tell you who makes it. The various store brands for Thrifties, Loblaws, etc. don't tell you who really makes it for them either. But I thought they usually did. Like, this product made by so-and-so on behalf of whatever. I thought that was like a thing. I know I've seen it on some stuff. I mean, maybe they don't have to, but I think it would be best practice. Like, why would I think HK Hugenschnitzel or whatever his name is there they should tell Kirkland, like, if you could just at least please put like made by HK Hugenschnitzel on here. Like, that'd be a benefit to them. Who is it? Now I gotta go back and find HK Anderson. I could get the name right. HK Anderson. Never seen it on No Name and Blue Label at Loblaws, and it doesn't have the compliments to. Well, I just think that they should do the manufacturer the honor of saying who made it. That's all. Like, in the interest of transparency and good relations and whatnot, you know. Let's just be good neighbors and business practices and partners and things. I'm sure some of them do it depending on the contract with the supplier. I think you should, as the person putting it out, you should be honest and say, like, this is Kirkland brand pretzels. Thanks for your support, HK Hugenschnitzel, like, or whatever. Anderson, HK Anderson, the pretzel peeps. I'm looking for a sponsorship. HK Anderson, I will bypass Kirkland. I will come buy direct from you if you send me free pretzels. That's not how that works. HK Anderson, I got you. Okay? I'll buy your pretzels instead of Kirkland ones if you send them to me for free. Yeah, you heard me. If anybody knows anybody at HK Anderson Pretzel Co., Kirkland is usually cheaper than the equivalent product sold next to it at Costco. If they put made by HK Anderson, no one would buy the manufacturer's product. It's true, but then maybe HK Anderson should sell their pretzels at the same price that Costco sells, because Costco is obviously buying them from HK Anderson cheaper than they are selling them. So maybe HK Anderson should sell them to the rest of us for that cheap. Huh? Maybe, what do you think about that? Henry Christofferson Anderson. Now all of a sudden I'm bashing on the HK Anderson Pretzel Co. Like, no, I want to be friends with them. Tell you what, HK Anderson Pretzel Co. I will buy your pretzels from you directly for the same price you sell them to Costco for. And then I'll have an HK Anderson pretzel label on here instead of a Kirkland label. And then you're getting the same profit from me as you would be getting from Costco, but you get free advertising. Huh? Like, how could you pass up that deal? Henry Christofferson. Yeah, Henry Christofferson Anderson. That's what HK Anderson is short for. This whole pretzel situation has really developed into a movie plot. It's an ongoing saga. Let's get this figured out. Apparently you can get HK Anderson on Amazon. Yeah, but then I gotta give Bezos money. I'd rather give Costco money. I want to give my money to HK Anderson directly and have them sell me the pretzels for the same amount they sell them to Costco for. Except then I get a HK Anderson label on here and they get free advertising. This sounds like a no-brainer for Henry Christofferson Anderson or his descendants. HK Anderson is also Oots. Sam's Club sells them too under the Members Mark brand. We don't have Sam's Club here, I don't think. I don't think we have Sam's Club in Canada. We have like a couple of those types of places, the Members Club type joints. Costco, obviously. And then there's another one that I see in some towns. It's like something warehouse, maybe. I don't know. HK Anderson is currently owned by American snack giant Oots Brands. Oots doesn't sound like an American anything, but Sam's Club is the Walmart member store. Woo. For people that are too good for Walmart, they got to be members over at Sam's Club. It's not Oots. No. Sorry. It's Oots. I have declared, and therefore, that's no. Oots is classier. Men's Warehouse? No, not Men's Warehouse. You're going to like how you look. I guarantee it. Huh? HK Anderson is available at the Walmart Duncan. I'm on my way. I think HK Anderson should sell me the pretzels. I'm just direct for whatever Walmart and Costco and things buy it from them for. I will buy it directly from them. Do it. Do it. Henry Christofferson. Video sometimes momentarily freezes. Just go out and come back up. Come back if it doesn't automatically catch up. Oh. What he opened to the Men's Warehouse guy, what? Was messed up. He was forced out of his own brand. Oh, the I Guarantee It guy? What happened? Oh, what happened to the Men's Warehouse guy? Is he the I Guarantee It guy? You're going to like how you look? Was that the... I don't know anything about this story. Going to Walmart this time of year is depressing. Going to Walmart any time of year is depressing. I bet they would if you bought 2,000 units at a time. Well, you guys head over to patreon.com/wooden things and stuff. And you get my numbers up over there so that I can afford to buy 2,000 units of Henry Christopherson Anderson pretzels. You guys got to buy my pretzels for me indirectly. How many calories, Pinnell? How many calories in 2,000 units? And how long? What's the shelf life on these things? Can I get 2,000 of these and then like they won't go bad by the time I get to them? Probably. They're sealed. Like you could probably put these in like a nuclear bunker and like survive on them. Forget canned soups and stuff. You just load up on the Henry Christopherson Anderson pretzels. George Zimmer, Men's Warehouse guy, was fired by the company. Well, probably because he was on TV making all kinds of shoddy guarantees. He's like, you can't just go around saying that you guarantee that you're going to like how you look. Like, I always wondered about that. Like, you're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it. Well, how, like, mate, I'm not attractive. Like, what do you mean? If I put on one of your suits, all of a sudden I'm going to like how I look? I disagree, my friend. Like, that's not a guarantee you can make, Mr. Zimmer. That's probably why he got fired, because everybody was like, no. TV guy guaranteed it. And I do not. So you can't just go around making guarantees all willy-nilly. The Henry Christopherson carb load. Perfect for nuclear bunkers. I will be the spokesperson for Henry Christopherson Anderson pretzels. His guarantee was made in the time where people were nostalgic for a good old-fashioned American guarantee. Yeah, but you can't just go around just like saying that kind of shit. It's like when Pepsi, remember when Pepsi like said like for however many million points you can have a Harrier jet or whatever, when they did the points thing with the Pepsis, and then somebody actually saved up the points or like ended up buying the points because you could buy them for 10 cents a thousand or whatever. And then like he was like, okay, well, like I got the points. Where's my Harrier jet? And Pepsi was like, oh, it's a joke. And they were like, no, you said in the commercial. And then they got all in trouble. It's probably what happened to Men's Warehouse guy. So many people were like, I do not like how I look in your suit. And you guaranteed it. Beardy. I think he got a beard. Any tips for waterproofing floor trim against animal urine? Nope. Besides paint or bin. Silicone. Just seal up that shit. Epoxy resin. Stop the animals from pissing on your floorboards. I mean, there are lots of answers. Yeah, you like coat them in resin, I guess. Epoxy. Epoxy's always the answer, I guess. I don't know. That's it's an interesting question. You gotta, I mean, just gotta seal it, and yeah, epoxy would seal it. Patreon, help me get pretzels. This is an ad campaign. I should make that a goal. One of the my Patreon levels. It's like when I get to X number of dollars, I will buy 2,000. I would HK Anderson pretzels, 2,000 pack. Cannot use Australian hardwood. It probably would also not absorb urine. That's a good point. Make them out of stone. You could make the trim out of granite, maybe. Yeah, because most trim is made out of shit MDF and stuff, so you'd have to like dip it in plastic, I guess. Make it out of a non-porous material. And stop your pets from pissing all over the place. I guess it is the real answer. The real answer is, why are your pets pissing all over the place? That guy, the Pepsi guy got investors and sued for the amount of the Harrier jet, and Pepsi had to come up with that amount. Hey, good. Can't just go around promising people jets and making guarantees about how they look. Silicone trim, ick. Yeah, I know, right? He's a maintenance coordinator, right? Who's a maintenance coordinator? Oh, guy asking. Oh, hold on. Misanthropic magnate. If he's talking about like as a building manager of apartment complexes or something, then it's well, yeah. Build better apartment complexes that don't use shitty MDF trim. Yeah, because you can't be like, no, if your pet pisses. I mean, that's what, unfortunately, that's what pet deposits and damage deposits and stuff are for. They're not going to cover the replacement cost of all the baseboards. You can get plastic. You can get plastic baseboard trim. I use that in the shitty apartments that you're renting out, I guess. I don't know. It's still going to get in underneath them, and the best thing I found is PVC trim with silicone at the base. Yeah. That's basically what PVC trim, and honestly don't think there is a solution. Yep, that is the best solution. The PVC trim that won't absorb and silicone the shit out of it so it can't get in underneath and whatever. But yeah. Ty, how you doing, my friend? We were actually just talking about how good I look. No, we weren't really. We were talking about the Men's Warehouse guy making guarantees that he couldn't actually guarantee. Electrify the baseboards. You could do you just run power through them, and then when the pets piss on them, then the pet gets electrocuted. Feels there may be a legality issue there. Might give you different problems than just a piss smelling apartment. Might get you in legal problems bigger than the I guarantee it guy. I have myself a cigarette. This is a fun show. I'm having fun with you guys again. Look, I got cabinets back up with stuff in them. Look at this. Yeah. Did he have 15 white cats, or did his wife have 15 cats? Just smoke in the garage? I am smoking in the garage, but I opened the door. Wait, having fun with us again? Yeah, as in like, oh no, not that it was unexpected. Those saws should scare the tenants. Well, I am the tenant. What are you talking about? The saws don't scare me. YouTube will ding him if it detects him smoking on camera. Yeah, it's an advertiser-friendly thing. Like, you can talk about smoking. You shouldn't actually be seen smoking. And I don't know for a fact that it's a thing, but I don't want to just risk, like, it's one of those things, like, why chance it? I need my 70 cents from this show so that I can save up enough money for my pretzels. I need my AdSense revenue, yo. I don't want to get like non-advertiser friendly tags and then never be able to afford my pretzels. A blue bar is going to show up under his video from the Surgeon General talking about, yeah, right? Oh, like warning thing comes up. Did everyone watch the shop tour video? This is a good question. That's a fair question. Has everybody seen the shop tour video? It released on Wednesday, I think. What do you smoke? I smoke the cheap garbage cigarettes. They're called Canadian Classics because they're like the discount brand, and I got used to them because they're cheaper. So start getting Marlboro ads. Are they allowed to advertise cigarettes anymore? I don't know that they are. I don't think cigarettes can advertise anymore, can they? I watched it on one of my YouTube accounts and then went to the other account. Hey! Canadian Classics red or blue. None of them are anything anymore. They're all brown. All cigarette packaging are exactly the same now. I smoke Canadian Classics original king size for those of you who really want to know. They have to hide them in stores too. It's true. It's true. Troy, you smoke Export A's? I smoked Export A's for a long time. I smoked Export A green king size for a long time. And then they got too expensive, so I bought the cheaper ones and got used to them, and then the cheap ones are expensive too, so. I worked at a gas station in high school. I remember being asked for Canadian Classics, red or blue. Ah. I know Export A's were coated like that. It was like when green was full flavor, and then blue, and they just got lighter, and it was like green, blue, red, white, light blue, I think, in order of strength. I have a 20-year-old carton of Russian cigarettes that I traded for when I was in the Navy. They're probably delicious. Especially after sitting around for 20 years. Does Costco still sell cigarettes? I don't think that they do. Yeah, you're right. They used to have a big cage down at the front, and you would buy your cigarettes at the till, and then they would have to go over and you'd have to pick them up at the cage on your way out. I don't think they do anymore. Not here. Yeah, I forgot about the big cages. I remember back in my day, Woolworths, I think. Woolworths. Remember Woolworths? Oh, they still have that in Australia, but it's different. Woolworths in Canada had a smoke shop at the front that was essentially a big cage that you had to be legal age to enter, and it was like it basically was like a tobacconist at the front of the shop. No, we have Costco liquor in Alberta, though. Sorry to bring that. We could talk about alcohol, my friend. It's not like, oh no, don't talk about booze on the show with the guy who doesn't drink anymore. Like, is Canada really that bad as America says for living expenses? Let me parse that sentence. Is Canada really that bad as America says for living expenses? I don't understand the question, because America doesn't say things, but I think everywhere is getting bad for living expenses. I think everywhere is getting more and more expensive. It has more to do with the volume of smokers. That's true. Smoking is very, I mean, there aren't many of us left because we're dying off, and the kids aren't taking it up, thank God. So yeah, why would you put a whole bunch of money towards your business model to sell smokes to like a demographic that is shrinking? Since Canadians don't have to pay for healthcare, I doubt it. Well, we pay for healthcare, we just don't pay for it the same way. And yeah. America is saying it's almost impossible to live in Canada. Okay, well, America isn't saying that. America isn't a person. But America is saying it's almost impossible to live in Canada due to your prime minister causing insane housing rent increases. That's funny. That's first of all, the prime minister can't cause housing/rent increases. But I mean, everywhere is getting more expensive to live. So I think I have seen numbers that show in Canada cost of living is outpacing wage by a higher amount than it is in the States. The increases in cost of living are outpacing wage increases more quickly here than they are down there, I think, based on some. But where are you getting your numbers from? Who's providing your numbers? You know, get drill down into this stuff. I haven't done enough research to be able to say one way or the other whether it's better or worse or the same or whatever. But let's not say the prime minister isn't causing any of that. That Justin Trudeau isn't being like, you know what'd be cool? Trudeau is bringing in too many images. Oh, that's funny. I hope you're not serious. There's currently a popular video being suggested on YouTube about that topic. Oh, well. It's probably true then, if some guy on YouTube is saying it. Overpopulation and you woodworkers using up all the lumber. It's probably my fault. My stockpile of wood in my one-car garage. I'm hoarding all of the wood. And it's driving up housing prices. I didn't even go buy new wood for these 2x4s that I used for this, were just old scrap 2x4s that came out of something else. Documentary style videos are taking in the big numbers. Some pro level long format with good research. I should do. I mean, I am a journalist by my training. One of the things I'm well trained in is journalism. I do have a background in journalism. Tractor Man, hello. I got a crash. All right, later, man. Thanks very much for popping in and for your support. I really appreciate it. Oh, I take the edge banding off these plywood tops and screw them down to those, put them over there, get my jointer back from my parents' house, pipe dust collection. I hate AI generated videos with stock pics of crap in them. I'd imagine that. AI channels suck. I agree. I don't even like, anytime I click on something and it's an AI voice, I'm out immediately. Yeah, be a real person or don't be on the internet. Ever have problems with powder post beetles? I don't personally have a problem with powder post beetles. but I don't know that I would know what one looks like. But I don't have little piles of dust coming out of my wood. The channels that are good at things and have specific videos made for aggregate searches are the best. When you search to fix a home thing like faucet or electronics help. Yeah, well, my favorite ones are like the dude that was teaching me how to install a plug. You're like how to wire a plug in your house. It was just like this old contractor dude with a cell phone camera that was like, I'm just gonna wire this plug up. You just and it was like terrible low quality and whatever. It was perfect. He just said what needed to be said. He did the thing, showed me how to do the thing. Off we go. It's great. Shop vac video is a perfect example of that. Yes. I take the shop vac out of the box. I turn it on. It sucks. Look at that. Go shop vac. None of this talking. Reminds me of the guy that commented on last week's live stream. Thanks to Eric Habakabaka, by the way, for having my back. Comment on last week's live stream, something along the lines of like, you know, if you want your channel to grow, you probably shouldn't do 3-hour-long episodes of this, how much you charge for stuff at the market or something like that. It's like, this was a waste of time, or I don't remember what he said, but Eric had my back. He's like, the friendship isn't a waste of time. I was like, yeah, thanks, man. I learn by doing, which is why I don't try to work on electrical. It's good. It's a good way to not die by not doing electrical. I wired one plug one time for the overhead range microwave situation in my kitchen, and it needed a plug, so I wired a plug, and that's the extent of the electrical work that I do. The guy was totally mansplaining to you. I thought it was funny that like people don't understand what this show is, and then they get mad about what this show is. It's kind of funny, but I guess like in some ways it's my fault with not titling them. Like tonight's episode is titled like just hanging out and talking or something like that. And maybe that's what they should all be, because as soon as I say something about like I'm gonna do something on the show, like people they don't like all of this hanging out part. They just want to watch the thing that I said was gonna happen in the title or whatever. Bradley live streams. It's an interesting name. YouTube algorithm took me here for the first time. Well, thanks, algorithm. You did a good thing finally. What were the most challenging things of making your first electric guitar? The challenging things of, well, I don't do electrical things, so like soldering all the electrical bits together. Nah, I'm not good at that, and so that was challenging. I had to learn how to solder to do it, and then I didn't do it well, and then I had to get it redone by somebody who knows what they're doing. Everything metal. Honestly, anything metal, all the fret work and the electronics and stuff. I don't really like working with metal. So like all the woodworking aspects were fine, and I was comfortable with them. All the metal bits, not my thing. When you see what some homes have in their walls, it helps you get along with your own wiring jobs. Electrical code is barely helping the real problems. There's some real risky stuff that's just old. I believe you. Soldering is an art. I suck at it. I also suck at it, but I have only ever done it a little bit. And you're supposed to suck at stuff when you first try stuff. I don't know how many times I've told my boy, like, when he's not good at something right away, he gets frustrated. It's like, you're not supposed to be good at stuff right away. CNC or no for the guitar? No CNC for the guitar. You should try the stainless steel frets on your next build. That doesn't sound like something I want to do. Electrical soldering is how I got good at copper pipe soldering. Oh. Well, I am happy for you that that's something that you enjoy or are good at or whatever. It's not for me. In fact, every guitar I make from now on, probably I will take to somebody else to do the electronic bits. I'll just be like, put this stuff in it. I did all of this work. I left holes for you to put the electrical stuff in. I don't have any interest in it. It doesn't, I don't like it. Life's too short to do shit that you don't enjoy doing when you're supposed to be doing it for fun. Like, if I was doing it as business or whatever, but like, if you're doing stuff as a hobby, don't do stuff as a hobby that you hate doing. If you hate doing certain parts of your hobby, don't do that hobby. That's work. It would be nice if everyone wanted a standard telly, but they don't, so I have to do all sorts of wiring stuff. Just get somebody else to do it. Unless, if you like it, everybody can like what they like. I don't want to do the wiring part. I don't even want to do the fret work part, like all the filing and crowning and leveling and stuff of the files. Like, I'll make the wood stuff, and then I want to have somebody else do all the metal stuff. Bearded brother here as well, although the grays are working their way in hard. I know, right? I'm like, every time I look, there's like another little streak of gray. This stuff too. Like, this stuff is going pretty gray up in here. All I did was replace laundry sink, and I'm tall, so I ripped shower wall open to move the shower a foot higher up, extended pipe, not much, but holy cow, it made a difference in life. Sweet. Yeah, anything you can do yourself or figure out how to do yourself and not screw up and then have to pay somebody else to fix your screw up. Look at you, Mr. Bragging about being tall. That didn't even make sense. Nice hanging with all you. Got to go to sleep now. It's 4 a.m. here in Stockholm. Hey, welcome. Welcome from Stockholm. I think that might be the first Stockholm. Or maybe you've been here before and I just didn't know that's where you're from. Thanks for coming. Go to sleep. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? Am I still backwards, you guys? I'm still backwards, aren't I? Hate that so much. Southeast Virginia. You guys talking about, the aluminum wiring problem? Yes, I am backwards. Yeah, right on. Yay. Stupid YouTube. Stupid. Why? Just for no reason. So you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna like that for no reason. And then they wonder why people don't like YouTube, like as a company. You just piss off the people who make you your money. That's a good idea. I love your cars. Three-time Volvo owner here. I've never had a Volvo. Not that I wouldn't, but I've heard good things. Another friend of mine does a live on Wednesdays. They're backwards also. Yeah, it's just a thing. YouTube decided just to like flip everybody so that like is mirrored now for front-facing cameras. If people use them for live shows, they just yeah. Thanks for that. You force people to get a bunch of extra equipment to run through in order to do their shows not in a stupid way. Right on. Thanks. Another friend of mine does a live on Wednesday. Are you talking about Brian? Brian uses an intermediary to stream anyway, so maybe he's not affected by it because Brian goes through StreamYard as an intermediary platform to stream to YouTube, so he might not have this problem. Remember Sob? Sure do. Along with that, really weird, nobody talks about Dodge being done and Stellantis Fiat ending them. I didn't know that Dodge still makes things, don't they? Dodge doesn't exist anymore? Really? That can't be true. I see new Dodge vans and they still make the Ram truck. Saab got absorbed by Volvo to try and save them. It wasn't successful. Oh. I've played with OBS Studio a bit and it seems to work pretty well for streaming and videos. Yeah, but that's just another workaround. Like it's well, Ram is Ram since 2010. Ram isn't Dodge? Chris Padell says Ram isn't Dodge. Well, didn't it used to be? Wasn't it? I thought it was literally a Dodge Ram was the name of the truck. Look at me learning. Come here to learn. Today we're learning about car companies overtaking each other and buying each other out and how Dodge is not the Ram. Dodge Ram isn't a Dodge. Dodge is Challenger and Charger only. They make two cars. They spent $1 billion on R&D to make electric versions. 2009. Okay, used to be Dodge, but they said, okay, all right, I believe you. The Tone Gamer, how's sobriety? It's fine, I guess. It's not drunk. Still kind of wish I was drunk, but I'm not, and that's okay. "2010 was the first Ram. Okay, all right. you sure Malta any Milwaukee? What? Are you sure Malta any Milwaukee? What does that mean? And Durango and some other car. I mean, I believe you guys. I'm not really a big car guy. I like my truck just fine. Wife seems to like her Mazda car. My buddy Mikey B loves his Tacoma, I think. I just, yeah, not really a big car guy. Makita. Oh, I love Makita for being independent because their tool lineup is so much more awesome for it. I don't have a frame of reference for that because I don't know that I've ever used a Makita tool. Congrats. I'm 11 months sober and sometimes I want a beer too. I don't want a beer. There would be no point. I was never that's the kind of alcoholic that I am. Is like I would not see the point in having a beer. Like there's no point in drinking alcohol unless you're getting drunk. Like that's why you drink. That's what it's for. And that for me, the way that I was, it's like don't have one or two. Like if you're not going to have a dozen or more, then just don't even bother. I found this for Android. To disable front camera mirroring in YouTube, go to your camera app settings, look for an option called mirror front camera. Yeah, I looked for that to make sure that it was turned off. Like it always has been. That's the issue, is that it's not anything that I did or that my phone did. It's YouTube just decided to just suddenly just do it. What happens if you turn it on? I don't know. I can maybe go try it. Let's see what happens if I leave. If I leave you guys, then you turn off though. Maybe. Hold on. Let me see. Just stand by. If I go blank, I'll try to get you back. But let's have a look. We'll go into settings. Oh, I was gone. Oh, I was gone. Yeah, I got to be in the camera app. No, I'm not going to go do that. It's like, let's try to troubleshoot this right now while we're live. Now he's upside down. That's lies. I could have sworn it flipped and then flipped to backwards again. Probably because YouTube is intentionally doing it just to piss people off, because that's what YouTube does. Your beard is epic. Thanks. I grew it myself. This tells me it's a YouTube app thing, not a phone thing. Why don't you guys believe me when I say things? I told you I didn't do anything to it. Staying hydrated is key. I try to stay relatively hydrated. Not as good at it as I should be, but I'm not as good at lots of things as I should be. Hey, it could have been a phone update or an app update. It's true, it could have. But let's, when in doubt, blame YouTube. Because it was probably them. Historically speaking, when something changes in a negative way in regards to YouTube, it was a decision made by YouTube. that's just historically accurate. They have enough money to blame. Well, and it's just probably accurate. Like, they have proven time and time again that they want to make things worse for the people who use their platform. Woodwork my life. How you doing, my friend? What's good? Lots of things are good. I try to look at the bright side of life, and I try to stay positive. It was one of my resolutions for this year, in fact, was to like actively pay attention to the good things in the world and appreciate the good things around me. So, oh, what's happening now? Audio is out of sync. Okay, refresh your screen. See, probably when I went into settings, it got all messed up. Back in a bit. All right, later, Sean. We may still be here. We'll see. This backwards thing is happening to other creators as well, too. Yeah, I told you. YouTube. Can you hear me now? No, I still can't hear you, Troy. What I should have done is when I found out that there were audio problems, I should have started going like, I agree that it's most likely YouTube changed something. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm with you, brother. I stopped drinking right when you stopped too. I saw your videos and I decided to do it too. You quit because I quit? Quit because you want to, my friend, not because I wanted to. But yeah, it feels like I don't want to like sound all like, I don't know. Like I am having a positive impact on some people, and that's pretty awesome. How many pencils can he stick in his beard? I don't think I have enough to quantify it. I don't think I have enough pencils to find out. This is weird. Oh, that one's not going to stay. This is a weird part of the show. Don't try saws. Oh, there we go. That one's staying. There. Go in a few from the other way. All right, well, we got to the end of that box. Let's see. There. This is maybe the weirdest thing I've ever done on the show. They're going to start coming out. Now it feels like that game where you have the little sticks and the balls, and you pull the sticks out and try to get the stuff. Or you guys know it's like a tube full of sticks, and you're supposed to pull the sticks out without Oh, I don't think that one really counts as beard. That was sitting on another pencil. I'm running out of room. Okay. Oh, I don't think that one counts either. Well, I'm out of pencils. That's about 24. Kerplunk! Paul's got it. Kerplunk was the game. So 24 plus is the answer. These are nice pencils too. That was one of the weirder things to happen on the show. Maybe not the weirdest. Can't smoke on YouTube, but I can do this. That's right. This is advertiser friendly. Ah. Last one. This is advertiser friendly. That's YouTube gold right there. I mean, I should probably, if I was a real YouTuber, before now, I would have already had how many pencils can I store in my beard as a video, and that's all it would just be like me counting pencils as they go in until they start coming out, and then I'd be like, oh, I guess that's how many, and then how many awls, chisels, paintbrushes? How many chisels? Oh, get the mortise chisels out. They're nice and heavy. There we go. How many half-inch mortise chisels can I put in my beard? I don't think this is a good idea. And I only have one. I wonder if I can hold... I don't want to stab myself in the face. I do want to see if I can hold this in my beard, though. I don't think I will. No. No. Like, I know approximately where my face ends, but first time it's ever getting used. The half-inch, yes. I think that I don't think I've used the half-inch. Don't do mortise chisels, maybe. But like, I have used a couple of them a couple of times. Current projects update. Got a Chuck video coming still. Yeah, I guess. Shop reno, yes. At least one. Shop stool, yes. New cabinet build, yes. Some turning on the agenda eventually. The cabinet scraper that I still haven't unboxed. My new drill is getting its own video. It's the same as my old drill, but new. Yeah. The new wall cabinet might get two more, because I might do door and drawers as two separate videos, and then I might do the video as like how I make and fit a frame and panel door in a cabinet. as the video. It's like, I'm making this new thing. I thought I'd show you guys how I do like a rail and style frame and panel door fit to a cabinet space as a video. Ashley Isles or Ray Isles mortise chisels. Those seem to be popular of that pig style. Oh, you're talking to Tim? I have like 4 pig stickers and never used them. I just got the Narex guys because they match my other set of chisels. Chris, are you writing these down? Nah, he's not even here. He's he's not even still here. He shows up so that he gets counted as being here, and then he says something real quick to show that he's here, and then he leaves. I'd be down to watch that frame and panel. Yeah, basically I'll just make one of these doors and fit it to the space that it goes in as a video. Oh, they could just be marked Sheffield and are of that group of manufacturers. Yeah, they were made by Frank Sheffield. That's true, Pinnell says. I know. By the way, I know that a couple of you here are on patreon.com/wooden things and stuff as paying members over there. Go answer the damn question about questions. Please. Only one of you. Wait. 2. And it's the other Pinnell, actually, is one of my 2 people who actually did as they were asked. I thought that cabinet was open except for a drawer and maybe a small door, but not a full door. The other cabinet, it gets a door and 3 drawers, and then it has 2 open cubbies. It's a small door, like the space for it is no bigger than the whiskey cabinet, probably smaller than the whiskey cabinet door. But yeah, the top left is a little door on hinges, and then long, skinny, like tray style drawer, and 2 others below that. Sam Blankenship, 18 months sober. Proud of you, buddy. I'm proud of you as well, my friend. I'm just launching into month 5. And it's fine, I guess. Any right. Man, I love cabinets. Proportions and stuff are awesome. That's why you asked that question. You were one of the 2 people who answered the question about asking questions. Ooh-wee, short dog walk. That wind and rain hasn't let up yet. We're a little bit blustery still, but live for fine. It helps. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fine. I only get 1 question per month, so I'm going to save it up and ask them all at the same time. Well, then it's not going to happen. That's the thing. It's like if people don't ask the questions, then the series doesn't go, and then you don't get to ask more questions. I really don't have any questions that I think are reasonable for a video. Well, then think of one. They don't have to be good questions. I mean, other Pinnell asked about fucking soup. So like, It's a little tight through here. I don't know if this bench needs to move out or it's a little bit tight in through here. BC Winters. Yeah, my pig stickers are Sorby, Newer Crown, Butcher Bros, and Buck Brothers. Ask unreasonable questions. Well, like I said, other Panel asked about soup. Why am I thinking about bacon? Why aren't we more often thinking about bacon is the actual question. I need to convince you to make a video with that segmenting jig I sent you. A review of sorts, maybe. Maybe. If I ever wanted to segment something ever again. Proud of B. Panel. I'm proud of B. Panel too. He's not going to like my answer. He's not going to like my answer because he is presupposing something in that question. There's a faulty premise involved. What does the logo on your hoodie stand for? This is the Canadian University Press. This is Canadian University Press. It is the Canadian, it's the press organization for Canadian university newspapers. I served as the humor and opinions editor for Canadian University Press for a year. And yeah, maybe it says on the back. I don't know what it says on the back. It's a national university newspaper organization. I don't even know if they still exist, honestly. I hope so. They were floundering when I left. But the back of the hoodie is backwards. Of course it is. It's YouTube. All of Mike is backwards. Yeah. Nah. Let's keep talking about it. It makes me happy. Apparently, I just need to go to a different system other than going directly through the YouTube app on my phone to do my live streams, which is going to suck. And I'm going to hate it. That's awesome. Favorite memory from helping out with favorite memory from probably when I hosted the Western Canadian University Press annual conference at my university. And so we brought, there's annual conferences where all the student journalists get together and talk and do seminars and conference-y type stuff. And I hosted that in Kamloops at Thompson Rivers University. And I hosted a couple of seminars and things while I was doing that. That was pretty cool. You should get a shop computer and move away from using the phone. Yeah, but then my shop computer is going to get all dusty. And where am I going to put it? I already don't have enough room here for the stuff that I want. Biscuit or dovetail? That can't possibly be a question, can it? I mean, they're they're two completely different functioning joints. Well, no, they're not. They both connect wood together. Well, they're both fine. Honestly, I tend to be of the opinion that dovetails are almost entirely useless. Like in terms of there is always another way to join two pieces of wood together where you would use a dovetail that is going to be just perfectly strong to do what it needs to do without all of the additional mess of doing dovetails. If you like the appearance of dovetails on the corner of something, go ahead. Almost completely unnecessary. They do serve a function. Don't come at me. They do serve a function. There's plenty of good ways to join wood together at a corner. But few of them look as good. That is a rad looking joint. The half blind dovetail on the front of a box is a rad looking joint, but it would have been just fine as a pinned rabbit or something. Pocket screws are a perfectly good joint. To Matthias or not to Matthias? That is the question. No, it's not. The answer to that is always to not Matthias. If you had a mirror behind you, the back of your hoodie would be readable. Well, it's true. That doesn't seem like a good reason to put a mirror behind me, though. What? Keep your pocket screws. Tim, I'm going to hurt you. This is going to damage your soul a little bit, my friend. Boop, 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 boop. Get a tiny workbox a tiny box workstation computer. The Dell Elite Desk. It's just no. Why can't they just stop fucking around with the way that it already worked just fine? I don't mind them on a table, that's fine. Oh, okay, so on a table, it's okay. Do you have one of the pocket hole clamps that suck them up good and tight before you apply them? No. No, I'd make sure that they're on these ones. I clamped the whole setup, like both legs. I clamped to the rail and then drove them in. Popular for emulation and as home theater PC. $100. I don't want a computer out here. I bring my computer out here sometimes because this is where I want to be working on my computer right then, but I don't want a computer living out here. Chris Pinnell should find him a sponsor for live stream setup. It's true. It's true. Somebody should find me just hire me a cameraman. And then I don't have to worry about it. Camera person. Everything was just fine until YouTube decided to just, dude's not getting a Dell. If you remember those Dell commercials, I did have a Dell for a decade. I bought a Dell in, I don't know. I was rocking a Dell laptop for about a decade from, I want to say around 2003 to 2013, give or take. Maybe not quite a decade. It did. It was a workhorse for me for a long time. Oh, I've been using an HP ZBook for a few years now. Sorry, ZBook. It's not just the mirrored video. You can do so much more with a computer versus a phone. Shop laptop with webcam on a cord you can move around. Because that's what I want to have to do. I want to have to move a camera on a cord around. YouTube will change it back eventually. I don't know that they will. I feel like they just want to upset people. I worked for a company that sent 20 million emails a day and only used Dell servers with on-site service contracts. Their support is actually pretty decent. Oh, cool. Chris, can you do spreadsheets? That's what I want to know. Yes, Chris can in fact do spreadsheets. I'm not convinced Chris can do anything except spreadsheets. Like I think Chris's main thing that he does is spreadsheets. Like I don't think really there's much else that Chris can do. That was mean. Got tired of IT though, and now I repair tools at Home Depot. That's cool. I do IT support for Lowe's. Well, look at that. We got, you guys are gonna fisticuff. You'd be like, Lowe's, no, Home Depot, no, Lowe's, no, Home Depot. Your guys' wood is all twisted. No, your wood is twisted. Blue in the left corner, orange in the right corner. There's literally a Lowe's next door. Their food truck is better. Well, that means that their store is better. Let's face it. Whichever one of you has a better food truck, that's the one I'm going to. Our closest Lowe's is Nanaimo. And I do not see enough difference between Lowe's and Home Depot to go to Nanaimo to go to Lowe's. If I happen to be in Nanaimo and I have some extra time, I might pop in and have a look, but there's not enough difference between the two businesses here. Maybe it's different in the States, but our Lowe's and our Home Depot, like, other than the fact that Home Depot has rigid and Lowe's has Delta or whatever, like, Do you have Ace Hardware in Canada? I don't know. I have never seen one. The cheesesteaks still taste exactly the same as 20 years ago. At the food truck? That's cool. But the Nanaimo bars? That's not how that works. You don't have to go to Nanaimo to get Nanaimo bars. Lowe's and Home Depot are basically the same with different tools and some of the same tools. Like I said, there's a whole lot of overlap, but then there's like a couple of exclusive. Ace sells HK Anderson. They sell, I forgot what I said it was. Henry Christopherson Anderson pretzels at Ace Hardware? That's cool. Somebody should go into Ace Hardware and see if they can find somebody to talk to at Henry Christopherson Anderson Pretzel Company, because they gotta hook me up. I will do good work for them. See, all of you guys would buy the HK Anderson pretzels if I. The Lowe's in Nanaimo is now Rona Plus. Is it really? That's interesting. We had a Rona here for a while. It's been gone for a decade now, probably more than that. But I have researchers. I like it. Ace is the place that overcharges. Ace price matches, and I use that nearly every time I go in. They're nearby and convenient. Yeah, if they price match and they're right across the street or whatever, just go in with the Home Depot flyer and be like, whoop. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware man. Ace is the place where you go to Ace Hardware and you'll like the way you look. They guarantee it. How is KMS for tools? It's okay. They have a few. They are, I believe they are a dealer for King, and they have the Maximum line of tools that I don't know too much about. It's not the same as the Maximum line at Canadian Tire, I don't think. But KMS is sort of mid-range, sort of low-end industrial, high-end hobbyist type level. Kind of where I live, except I don't think they have Rycon and Laguna and those types of brands. Harbor Freight, where some tools are cheap and work very well and others may kill you. Yep, it's true. Okay, so it's exactly what I expected. Yeah, it's our KMS it's like you have Princess Auto down there, the Victoria area. It's a step up from Princess Auto, but it's, I mean, yeah, mid-range tools at mid-range prices. King is a good brand. My jointer's a King Industrial. I would buy a King Industrial equipment. Lowe's bought Rona for $2.6 billion in 2016 and sold its entire Canadian business for $0.4 billion in 2022. Must have had Target executives working there. Huh. Princess is for sure above Harbor Freight. They have name brand stuff and Harbor does not. Princess, I don't know. I've never been in a Harbor Freight. From what I know, from what I've been told about Harbor Freight, the Canadian equivalent would be Princess Auto. What about Lee Valley? Lee Valley is one of the best stores in the world. It's one of my favorite places. What are your thoughts on the movie Strange Brew? It is a perfectly acceptable Canadian comedy. It's okay. Target Canada was a disaster. It is true. They didn't even try. When they launched all of their Canadian stores, it was a big hoo-ha, and you went in and it was like, this is basically Walmart, but shittier. It's like, so you're selling Walmart quality stuff for more money. Sweet. Is Power Fist name brand? I love the fact that one of Princess Auto's brands is Power Fist. I love that. Yeah, I think Tyler Peterson, I think, has a Power Fist air cleaner. Man, I missed being near Lee Valley headquarters. Well, you're close enough to a retailer, though. You go to the Colwood. The Colwood store is fantastic. Ben Wilson, just stopping by for a quick sec to say I'm new to your channel within the last month, and I love what you're doing. Keep it up. Thanks, my friend. I will absolutely keep it up as long as it is not any more exhausting than it already is. Bought Irwin stuff at Princess Auto. It's true, you can get Irwin stuff at Princess Auto. You can get Irwin stuff at Canadian Tire, though. All right, I'm out. Enjoyed hanging out. See you later, Space Nerd. Mike, you'll keep it up as long as we tell you to. That's not entirely wrong. I mean, if you guys stopped coming and hanging out, I would stop doing it. Because what would be the point? Just sit here. I could sit here and talk to myself without a camera on. If you guys stopped coming, I would stop doing the thing. How long have you been working on the beard? I don't work on it. There's like the whole point of having a beard is that you don't have to work on it. Like the reason the beard exists is because I hated shaving, so I stopped. I mean, I do a little bit of cleanup around the edges, but not as often as I should. To answer the actual intent of your question, the last time I shaved was October 31st, 2016. 2017. I don't know. It was for Halloween. I was Peter Mansbridge for Halloween. And so I shaved the top of my head so that it was just around here. And then I dyed it gray and I put on a suit and I was Peter Mansbridge for Halloween. And that was the last time I shaved. Explain Zellers to me, please. What is there to explain? It was like a shitty Target. Did they go back to Europe only or what? I want their stacking storage boxes, but maybe it's totally a different Zellers. I don't know enough about the corporate entity of how they organized. Beard oil is a thing and does wonders for maintenance. No, it doesn't. Beard oil can suck it. Zeller's was a Canadian department store founded by Mr. Zeller. Target bought them out when they opened in Canada. That's right. Target bought out Zeller's to have all of their locations, moved Targets in, and they sucked. And then they left. All right, later, Ben. Thanks for coming by. I quit shaving about 6 months ago. It's getting long now. Might get me a Santa suit. You do it. So Target is to blame. For Zeller's downfall? No. Zeller's, I mean, why wouldn't you sell? You were already, Zeller's, I'm sure, was already struggling because they were basically just cheap garbage shit too. Like, you can only have so many retailers that buy cheap garbage shit from China and then sell it to you for more than they paid for it. There's only so many of those retailers that can thrive. Some Zellers became Walmarts? Really? I didn't think any Zellerses were big enough for a Walmart to move into that space. Jackson, I disagree. Beard oil is the best. Well, it's fine. You can disagree. You're wrong. I probably would be more attractive if I did more maintenance on my head area. But I don't care. The one on Top Sale Road in St. John's became a small Walmart. I didn't know that Walmart would do small Walmarts. Is it like a Walmart Express or something? Did they do that? Where they put like, it's not a Walmart, it's a Walmart Express or something. And then it's like, well, we just don't have groceries or... YouTuber Octavian Dan uses Zeller's stacking boxes. I don't know why I said it that way. For all of his hand tool storage. That's why I want a few, because Octavian Dan, the influencer. You're getting sucked in by influencers, Matt. Walmart Express, the size of a normal store. It is a Walmart Express? Damn, I got that right. Yet Target has tiny Targets too, that are basically the size of a gas station. What are they called? Bullseyes. Oh, they should totally be called bullseyes. I hope they are. If they're not, I should be making their decisions for them, because why would you not call a miniature Target bullseye? That's just... Matthias suggests that you go to Zeller's in Europe and get their stacking bins. No, Matthias would suggest making your own stacking bins out of shit that you found on the side of the road that somebody was throwing out. And then you put a Raspberry Pi in it, and then it... Well, I'm out of here. Everyone have a great week. Later, Paul. We'll see you next time, my friend. I think I'm just about ready to call it too, to be honest. I'm enjoying my time. I am pretty exhausted. I'm gonna tell you guys, you don't seem like the type of people I should have to tell you don't seem like the type of people that I need to tell this to, but I'm gonna say it. please, please, please be extra kind to the retail workers that you interact with these days. They deal with a lot of shit, especially this time of year. A little bit of bonus kindness, like be a little extra nice to them, because they have had people be pretty shit to them already today. By the time you talk to them, they've been beaten up a little bit. So just little extra kindness these days to the retail people that you interact with. Matthias bought plywood? What? Say just north of midnight. All right, later, Pinnell. Eric's leaving too. Agreed. I work at IT in retail, and the customers are trash to them. It's true. And even I work in a great retail place where the people are always nice, but even the nicest people these days are just a little bit, the energy is different. Like everybody's in a little bit more of a hurry, a little bit less patient, and a little bit, life as a retail person in late December through to December 25th is a hard place to be. And so just a little extra niceness, they appreciate it. Bailey's here just in time for us to be done, my friend. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? It is a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. Oh, demonetized. There goes my monetization. I managed a Wendy's for 10 years. Never asked for extra crispy bacon from a place that makes bacon hours ahead of time. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even gonna reach out with a pole and poke on that one, Chris. Oh, let's get it wrapped up. I think 2.5 hours is plenty for tonight. Just so you know, don't do this. Leaves a slimy gunk in the back of your throat. It's not good. I think I ended up giving it a 4 after it sat in your craw for a little bit. It's lower than that. Don't do that. And we learned that my beard can take at least 24 pencils. And still has room. This week, I'm going to finish these tables, stands, whatever they are. Probably not the worst protein drink. Oh, probably not, but maybe. I've never had all of them. It's the worst one I've ever had. It's the worst protein milkshake in a pre-made. It's the worst pre-made high protein milkshake I've ever had. It may also be the best one that I've ever had, but it's definitely the worst one. Okay, that's enough for today. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe, everybody. we will see you next time. Video on them. I love to see some photos on Instagram. I did put a photo of the tables on Instagram explaining the problem that I had with them. They weren't a problem. It was just like, okay, I'm just going to use this scrap wood. Oh, okay, I should probably taper the legs. Nah, if I'm going to taper the legs, I should probably add a couple of curves. And then now they're tables instead of just like garbage stands to put tools on. They're actually going to end up being nice. I'm still going to paint them. Like, they're not that nice. But all right, that's it. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. Wrap it up. But once those are done, and I'll probably wait till spring to paint them so I can just do them out in the driveway. I'll just set them up, put tools on them. Then the dust collection tube with the blast gates, and then the reno's done. Basically. Which is cool. Then I gotta go swap the lathe. The Comet's gotta go down to the shop and the Laguna can come back. Then I'll finish the cabinet and the shop stool. Yeah, I commented on it. Oh, really? I comment for the engagement half the time, just something to comment. I apologies for not noticing. I'm not on Instagram very much. Usually I get a little red number when people comment, but maybe I did and I forgot. It's possible. I'm not good at the social media and things in terms of like that kind of thing. I may have seen that you commented and then forgot to comment back. Sounds like something I would do. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. We'll see you maybe randomly on Tuesday or something. Who knows? But definitely next Saturday. Bye for now. No worries. Someone liked it. It might have been me. You should find out if it was me that liked it and then just forgot to comment back, because it's entirely possible. You know what? Sometimes I hit the like button and then I try to remember, like, I'm busy right now. I'll go comment back in a minute, or like when I have a chance, and then I forget that I was going to do that. That might have happened. All right. Bye, everybody. Till next Saturday, unless I do a random midweek one, which I may do. We'll see.